Once again I welcome you to Chelsea Sports Channel, where I bring you all the breaking news from Stamford Bridge and Chelsea FC. Today I have more news coming up. Before we start the video, please subscribe, like, share and feel free to comment. I'm super happy. Mason Mount will grab a lot of the headlines after his first half goal at Anfield proved the champions' undoing on Thursday night, but it was another Chelsea Academy product who earned a special commendation from Thomas Tuchel after the 1-0 win. Thomas Tuchel offers Timo Werner advice as Chelsea expose a major flaw in Jurgen Klopps Liverpool. Chelsea beat Liverpool 1-0 at Anfield thanks to Mason Mount's sharply taken winner with the visitors in control throughout. Here are your Chelsea morning headlines for Friday, March 5th. Thomas advice has told Timo Werner not to dwell on his latest slice of misfortune in front of a goal after Chelsea beat Liverpool 1-0 at Anfield. Werner was preferred in attack as Tuchel looked to use his pace to exploit Liverpool's high line, and the Germany international looked to have opened the scoring in the first half when he ran clear and lifted a finish over Alisson. However, Werner was denied by the slimmest of margins as VAR ruled him offside, and despite a performance that was bright and inventive he was unable to find the target. Timo is full of talent and plays for one of the best clubs in the world, in one of the best leagues in the world. So there is no need for him to worry too much, Tuchel said. Mount, Kante and Christensen stand out. Mason Mount, Kante Andreas Christensen were Chelsea's star performers in the victory over Liverpool in what was a dedicated team display, both in the possession and off the ball. I have to praise Christensen's flawless performance, raising the question that when he returns to full fitness, will Thiago Silva return to the starting 11? Mount, meanwhile, claimed the only goal of the game with a purposeful run and shot into the corner and was noted as covering plenty of ground in the opening period as Chelsea's attackers looked to break behind the Reds' backline. Kante delivered a typically disruptive and energetic performance in midfield, with the France international producing another masterclass in denying Liverpool. Blues expose Liverpool's lack of leaders. Chelsea's win at Anfield, the fifth straight defeat for the defending champions at home, has highlighted a growing issue with Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool. The Reds' title defense is ending with a whimper, with the very real likelihood they will miss out on the top four altogether following a dreadful run, compounded by a crippling injury crisis. Speaking on TalkSport, however, former Arsenal midfielder believes Chelsea's dominance showed a lack of character and leadership within Liverpool, who never looked like getting back into the game once Mason Mount had scored. We know Liverpool have injuries, we know Virgil van Dijk is injured, Joe Gomez and Diogo Jota. We know that, so it's a couple of the reasons, Grove said. The Liverpool players aren't doing their jobs properly. Jurgen Klopp, who is the leader of the Liverpool Football Club, isn't doing his job properly at this particular time. The team hasn't got any leaders on the pitch at the moment. The team isn't getting any leadership, so this is where the manager has to give leadership. At the moment he's not doing it. Now the manager has to find a way to get over the injuries, and at the moment he isn't doing it. He is so unlucky. Chelsea fans cannot believe what happened to Timo Werner versus Liverpool. Timo Werner was recalled to the Chelsea starting lineup against Liverpool on Thursday evening and thought he had handed Thomas Tuchel's side a first-half lead. Timo Werner thought he had scored his first away goal in the Premier League since Halloween during Chelsea's clash with Liverpool at Anfield this evening. The Germany international, who was restored to the starting lineup at the expense of Olivier Giroud, though he had given Thomas Tuchel's side a 24th-minute lead at the home of the reigning Premier League champions. He latched onto Jorginho's long ball forward, poked it past a stranded Alisson in the Liverpool goal and tucked it into an empty net before celebrating just his second goal since Tuchel's arrival in West London back in January. However, the former RB Leipzig man, who has scored 10 goals in all competitions this season, soon saw his joy cut short, with VAR deeming the goal as offside by the smallest of margins. The VAR lines showed that the striker had run just ahead of Liverpool left-back Andy Robertson before Jorginho had played the pass, but it was very, very tight to say the least. As on-field referee Martin Atkinson learned of the decision, Werner looked to the turf, stunned in disbelief, keen on signing him ahead of his switch to Chelsea last June. However, it wasn't just Werner that was surprised by the decision to overturn the goal, with no shortage of Blues fans, who are watching the game at home on TV, having quickly criticized the decision on social media, as well as share their sympathy for Werner. Please subscribe, like, share and feel free to comment. Thanks for watching.